History Month. We want to continue conversations about women's empowerment, women's health. Black Women for Healthy Living is a Christian-led nonprofit organization addressing health disparities of Black women in the greater Des Moines area. Brandy Miller, the president, joining me now. You got an event at the Capitol coming up March 19th, a very powerful day for you. Tell us what's going on March 19th.
So we are having a Black Women's Advocacy Day on March 19th, and we're going to be set up in the rotunda on the first floor. And our presence is going to be there, which is going to say a whole lot. But we're inviting Black women to come down and to learn more about the legislative process. We also are looking forward to interacting with the legislators as well as lobbyists and other visitors to the Capitol.
So much change has been happening with women's health care across the board lately, and our bodies have basically been open for public debate on, high blast. So your goal with your organization is to empower women, to provide them hope. And how do you do that on the daily? You're trying to help educate women on the resources at the Capitol, for example, what we're talking about before the show. What's your daily routine look like in this growing community?
Well, we don't have a daily routine, so we have opportunities. Whether it's through our health coalition, where we are having more of a direct interaction with women, whether it's our Black Women's Health Conference that we have in August, where we bring in key speakers, experts in the field to speak to Black women issues, whether it's our Juneteenth tea. So we are Pretty in Pink walk. So we use various different opportunities, events, in order to address our ultimate goal is to educate, navigate, and provide valuable information to Black women in our community.
Often our knowledge of health care is our experience at a hospital, when something is leading us to the emergency room. But the policy level is what we really need to understand and be more mobile at. You have really been so successful in showing women the way to higher up decisions. With this coming up on the Capitol, how can people get in touch with you? Allies, we're stronger together, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would say come down to the Capitol. We'll be set up, we'll have some information about Black maternal health, and then we'll also be able to provide some information about the legislative process as far as how to find your legislator, how to look at bills, because they move and things die and become active, and just understanding how to navigate it a bit more so that you won't feel as intimidated about the process.
Yes, and then you can be a part of systemic change.
Absolutely.
And I think it's so important to know your local leaders, to be able to get in touch with them because they represent us.
Absolutely. They work for us.
They do. And when we understand that, that's when we can actually create real change. So thankful for the work that you do. Thank you for joining us today and allowing us to share your vision. Are you seeing trends moving forward with women's health, maybe issues that have been more of a problem in the past? Are we making progress with our health?
Well, I think that's somewhat subjective, depending on the community that you're in. But I like to think that the work that we're doing, one woman at a time, a couple of women at a time, the more that we get educated and informed, the more we pass it on, not just to each other, but to our families, to our children. So I think that impact is a lot more greater and because it's affecting more people. So I'd like to think the work that we're doing is having an impact.
Absolutely.
And I think with access to so much information, we really don't have as much of an excuse not to be educated and informed about ourselves and our bodies, because people are coming from everywhere.
And you're starting the conversations. You're doing the work and you're creating momentum. There's power in numbers and taking your knowledge to the next level. So thank you so much for what you do. Website, people can get in touch with you real quick.
Yes, www.bw4hl.org.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.